Yes, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to United View. We are back with another Match View Euro 2024 Group D we begin with today. Even though actually we're doing Group C later on. We're going from B to D, then back to C later on. But this one is very interesting because there is so much to play for. It is France versus Poland. It is the Netherlands versus Austria. And as you can actually see, as I'll put it on the screen right now actually for you. As you can see with the table there, again, everything to play for. This is Group D. Currently, as things stand, the Netherlands, they're top of the group, 4 points, with... I don't know how they work this one out, but I mean, is it head-to-head? I don't know. But they're top. Netherlands are top. France are second. That's how they've determined it at the moment. Poland, they're out. It doesn't matter what they do today. They're going to be out regardless. But we could see a lot change and a lot sort of flip very, very quickly. You could have a situation where Austria top the group today. We can have a situation where the Netherlands top the group today. We can have a situation where France top the group today. So there is, again, so much that can happen in this one, and we're going to be here for all of it. So if you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. There is so much going on today. There is so much going on today here at United View. We've obviously got this where we're going to be looking at France versus Poland, Netherlands versus Austria. Probably the main focus, well, really the game of my main focus is going to be the Netherlands versus Austria, really, because I'm expecting France to comfortably defeat a Polish side that, again, is already out of the competition. But after that, once this stream ends, you'll then be redirected to the Flex and KG show, where Fleck and KG are going to be talking through the latest Manchester United news and happenings, including Erik ten Hag about to get a brand new Manchester United contract. That news broke whilst they were recording, so we had to sort of cleverly edit that one together, and again, a bit out of sync, a bit out of order, but we got there in the end. So that's going to be right after this stream, and then after this, after the Flex and KG show, I'll be live once more to do the final games in Group C, which of course is England. England facing Slovenia, Denmark facing off against Serbia, and we'll find out just where England are going to finish in Group C. We know that England are through, definitely. They'll be one of the best placed third place teams if everything went completely, you know, disastrously badly. I'll keep ending with our Y words there. So we know England are definitely going to be through. Later on, it's just a case of where. And it's just a case of what kind of performance are we going to see? Who are we going to face in the next round? That's what we got to find out. Kickoff of both of these games is about 12 minutes away. And again, it's going to be very exciting. As we've seen in these already, the 2 nights of this final round of group stage games, drama has been the key word, hasn't it? Drama. Whether it was in the first night with Germany equalising late on, with Hungary scoring late on to keep themselves alive in the tournament, whether or not they'll go through anyway, we still don't know, but they keep themselves alive. Scotland out. Then we saw last night, it looked for like Croatia were going to pull it off once again. They were going to go through. Then suddenly a last gasp goal from Italy puts them through and most likely puts Croatia out. So 2 nights we've had these final group stage games, and we've had so much drama involved in all of it. And to be honest with you, I think today might actually even eclipse that. Really, with this group, with Group D, you're looking at 3 pretty evenly matched teams. I mean, you'd say France are the best team out of the 3 here, but Austria have impressed immensely in qualifying and in this tournament. Then you got the Netherlands; they're always a threat too, and they begin the day top of their group. So again, there is just so much excitement really involved in this one. So I'm very excited with that. And again, this is going to be a lot of fun, isn't it? This is going to be a lot of fun and very exciting indeed. What are people saying here in the chat? Ridwan has put the crackhead emoji, which is fun. Tyler says OWEN kickoff is 8 p.m. For England, it is, yes. Kickoff for England is 8 p.m. For this one, it's 5 p.m., which is in 10 minutes' time. So we're going to have, again, these games. We got a lot. There's a lot going on today. As I mentioned, there's this. Then there's the Flex and KG show straight after. And then there's, of course, as I mentioned, the England watch-along match view, happening as well. So don't you worry, we've got all the timing sorted. We've got all the content. We're going to have a lot of fun here today. And hopefully not too much Not too much, again, drama. For England, hopefully drama when it comes to the other teams, but not so much England. Don't know if I'll take it today. As far as team news, for France, we've got Magic Mike in goal. Back four is the same back four of the entire tournament. Koundé, Upamecano, Saliba, Theo Hernandez. Midfield three of N'Golo Kante, Tchouaméni, Rabiot, Ousmane Dembele, Mbappe, and Barcola up front. Mbappe is back and on the pitch after his broken nose. When it comes to Poland, I suppose the biggest bit of news is Robert Lewandowski is back. He is playing from the start. Unfortunate that it's going to be his only game at the tournament. Might actually be his final game as a Polish player, really. But we'll wait and see what happens for his international future. For the Netherlands, we've got Verbruggen in goal, a back four of Gutrida, Stefan de Vrij, Virgil van Dijk and Ake, Schouten and Veerman in midfield, Malen, Reinders and Cody Gakpo as the front three, and in front of them Memphis Depay. For Austria, we've got Pence, Pras, Vobber, Lionheart, not Chris Jericho, Porsche, Grilic, Seiwald, Sabitzer, Schmid, Wimmer, and Arnautovic. So those are the team. That is the team news for the France-Poland game and the Netherlands-Austria game. And then again, a reminder: after this, you'll have the Flex and KG show, and after that, we'll have the kickoff for the Group C games, which will be England versus Slovenia, and also Denmark versus Serbia. Clovis says the time zone is always messing with me. Tyler says it says 8 p.m. on Sky Sports for me. My bad for both games. No, indeed, it is. Again, the 8 p.m. is for both Group C games this evening, but for right now, for the Group D games, which is kicking off the day, kickoff is in 8 minutes' time. Osama says drama for England is the best kind of drama. Well, you know, it's just that's England, isn't it? I mean, it wouldn't be an international tournament without drama. As far as you can see on the screen at the moment, who was in the last couple of nights, we've got two scoreboards here. This is the France-Poland one. Over here, there you go. I'm not very coordinated with my left hand. Over here, you got Netherlands-Austria one. You got the two timers to be able to see where I am in each of the games. As a bit of a heads up, I will be the live, super live feed will be for the Netherlands-Austria game. I'll be watching that. If you're in the UK, that's on BBC Two. And I'm going to be using the iPlayer for the France-Poland game, which is on BBC One. The sort of delay's been actually a bit interesting, hasn't it? Last night, the delay was only really sort of 15, 20 seconds or so. Sometimes it's like a minute. It's technology, it's the iPlayer. They're still not figured out yet that situation where they're going to have, both games a sort of simulcast option. I wish they would, but they don't. It's very, very annoying, isn't it? As far as the France-Poland game, the teams are in the tunnel, and we are waiting for to see some images of the pitch for the game for the Netherlands versus Austria. I've decided to go with the Netherlands-Austria game as my live feed because I think that's going to be the better game, surely. I mean, I'm quite surprised on BBC Two versus BBC One. I thought, you know, you get the big panel, the big panelists, the A team as it is on BBC One. And again, I know that theoretically, France could be finishing third or something like that. It could be terrible for them, but they're going to beat Poland this evening. That's going to happen. The real drama for me is in the Netherlands-Austria game because I think that a lot of people are looking at Austria as a team to avoid in this tournament. Not a team that's going to win it or anything like that, or a dark horse by any stretch of the imagination, but a team that's like, look, don't want to play them. They're going to cause some problems. They cause France some problems. And they're a good watch. They're a good team with a good coach. And we're going to see today really how good this Netherlands side is. Although it is a Netherlands side that drew 0-0 with France in their last game. And I think many people kind of half expected France to win that one too. So again, we're gonna get some nice sporting drama. I believe the game between the Netherlands and Austria is in Berlin. I'm not sure whether France game is. It's in Dortmund. There you go. As teams in both games are coming out onto the pitch. I got Jonathan Pearce again for the commentary. Jonathan Pearce was on a mad one last night. If you joined me last night, you know that Jonathan Pearce was on a mad one because he was going crazy with the Italian accents last night. proper, you know, tagliatelle. What was it? Scamacca. Barella. He was really going for it. Now we have the national anthems. First, it's Austria. There is Sabitzer. Obviously, very experienced players in Austria's team. Arnautovic, one of them. Let me know your predictions in the chat for both games, actually. Prediction for Netherlands, Austria, and also your prediction for France versus Poland. France, Poland, I'm going to go with a 2-0 France. And in this game, I'm going to go with a 2-1 Austria. There you go. You can have that. Don't gamble on it. I mean, my prediction skills are not great. But let me know your thoughts on that in terms of your predictions, as we get ready for this drama today. I mean, after this as well, you get, after the group stage, of course, you get nothing but drama, knockout football. Austria have scored a goal in 10 minutes in 5 of them last matches, or something like that, they just said. And now the national anthem of the Netherlands. Obviously, always have a great support, don't they, the Netherlands? Great support, great expectation too. And you have seen Ronald Koeman just tinkering with the side a little bit, hasn't he? Not really settled on his preferred 11 or anything like that. Not yet, anyway. They were very unfortunate, I thought, against France not to win that game. The Xavi Simons goal that was ruled out unjustly, I believed, for offside. I mean, I suppose you could say by the letter of the law, but for me, didn't think it was an offside. But people that have scored goals for the Netherlands in this tournament: Wout Weghorst, off the pitch. Xavi Simons had the ball in the back of the net, off the pitch. Frimpong, who started in the last game, off the pitch. Denzel Dumfries on the bench. So he's made quite a few changes. Listen to the atmosphere inside that stadium there in Berlin. Of course, it's a stadium that's been around for the best part of close to 100 years. It might be a case of perhaps yellow cards. Maybe that might be part of it to avoid suspensions. But you've got Schouten and Veerman both on yellow cards for the Netherlands, so they've got to be wary of that. As we wait for the kickoffs, and we hope that the timers don't let us down. Virgil van Dijk embraces Marko Arnautovic. They exchange their what are they called again? The thing that the captains hand over. As the anthems are finished in the France-Poland game. France in an all-blue kit today. Usually it's blue and, was it blue shirt, white shorts, red socks? Today it's all blue. Just Josh Media, Graphics Guru, Visual Ninja is in the chat saying believe. Don't think it's going to work out for you today, Josh. I think nothing's going to work for Poland. Konrad Laimer on the bench for Austria. Well, Jonathan Pearce was saying that Austria might be coming for a point. I think as we saw last night with Italy, ultimately they did get their point, didn't they? But that is the risky strategy to take, because otherwise you're too deep, you're too defensive, and you end up conceding. And what really they needed last night, Italy, to go through was a bunch of stoppage time that I'm not really sure where it came from, really. What was it? 8 minutes? We're waiting for the kickoff. 4. I can't really hear the countdown. And we're off. We're off in the game between the Netherlands and Austria. Netherlands in their traditional orange. Orange. I don't know what the Dutch is for orange. But orange and Austria in white. Wait for the kickoff in my feed of the game between France and Poland. Of course, it will be in real... they are actually kicking off at the same time, but it's one of those ones, isn't it? As Mbappe, of course, he's got the mask on today. Can't be, the Mbappe branded mask. Can't be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mask or anything like that. It has to be one single colour. And we're off in that game too. So the difference is about 50 seconds, which is not too bad. And if the last few nights are anything to go by, there's one game you look at and you just you don't really pay much attention to the other one. I will say there's been, I guess, like fireworks or flares going off in the France-Poland game, and you can't really see. The weather is beautiful, stupendous in Germany today, as it is, I think, just across Europe in general. As you can see with my burnt skin. And that is an indication that I have gone outside. I'm not that fair skinned that I just looked out the window. Although I have got sunburnt like that before. I was sat on a train once and ball in by Austria. Oh, all the way through. I tell you what, he's gonna have a shot here. Or back across goal. Nearly went to Arnautovic. I was on a train once, and the sun was so fierce coming through the window, and I was sat there for so long. It was a pretty long train journey that I got sunburnt. That is a sensational ball, by the way. From, was it Press? I think it might have been. But terrific. And as we said previously, they like to score goals early. Ball across goal. Press. Seiwald, been very impressive. I tell you what, in that France-Poland game, you can barely see. Like, it's proper smoky. Fortunately, they're wearing, quite distinctive kits. Otherwise, you'd be like, what's going on? Complete opposite between the game between Netherlands and Austria. Again, conditions look pretty good. The pitch actually looks all right, which has been rare in this tournament. Some complaints about the pitch and the conditions, with heavy rainfall and then suddenly really nice weather. It's caused the pitch to cut up quite a lot. Meanwhile, in Dortmund, as I said, it's very smoky. There looks to be some stuff on the pitch as well. Good atmosphere in Berlin. So throw into Austria. Referee tells him to take a few steps back. And that's going to be another throw into Austria. Daniel Luciano says they're not even showing the France versus Poland game in the US. Are they not? I thought that was just kind of like, if you've bought the rights of the tournament, you've bought the rights. You show every game. Even if it's on a streaming function or something like that. I thought that's what would happen. I still think the day that these organisations, a bit like with the Premier League, and maybe the future with UEFA or FIFA, the day that they find a way that they can distribute their content themselves without the third-party broadcasters, a lot of these broadcasters are going to be in massive trouble. I mean, I suppose the point here in the UK, and I don't know what it's like in other countries, I believe there are laws in place that they have to be free to air, same as the Olympics. So I don't know how they would get around that, but there you go. When it comes to the Premier League, I'm telling you now, Fleck, within the next decade, there will be a centralized Premier League streaming platform where they just distribute it themselves. They don't have to worry about Oh, okay, let's sell it to Sky. Let's sell it to TNT Sports. Let's sell it to NBC. It's just, you got the Premier League app. Yeah, right, boom. You've got it. Ball in. Held by Verbruggen. There's a ball in by Arnautovic. Easy claim by Verbruggen. Ralf Rangnick, looking a bit like me with the red head. Red face. He's trying to look. He's doing his best Christian impression. Christian Cage. But Austria have started well, actually, here. Started well, got the ball. And the Netherlands struggling. I'll tell you what, that's a good pass there. I'll tell you what, space. Space out to Prass. Ball in. Oh, it's in! Oh, goodness me, it's an own goal. Wow, wow, wow. And Austria, we said, didn't we? We said that Austria, they score early. They've scored in the opening 5 or 10 minutes. Was it 10 minutes in something like 5 games or something like that? And already Austria get exactly what they deserve, which is a goal. Now that is going to change things. And as you can see to the right of me there, Group D, suddenly now, Austria, they're top. As things stand, Austria would be going through as the leaders of the group. France would be second with 5 points, and the Netherlands would be third place with 4. They'd all go through. They're all going to go through if things stick as they are. But it's 1-0 Austria, and that's exactly what you needed for drama. And once again, that bloody own goal. He's a menace. He's the greatest player in the world. You can't beat OG. He just keeps scoring. Better than Romelu Lukaku's disallowed VAR decisions. Own goal strikes again. Vicious. Vicious. Fox in the box. Ah. You can't beat him. OG. Cousins with KG. KG's more successful cousin. OG. My goodness me. My goodness me. 1-0 Austria against the Netherlands. Now, some people are saying this could mean that it might be possibly England versus the Netherlands if England do top the group. Arnautovic is in the box. I tell you what, it's all Austria at the moment. They could get a second here. My prediction was Austria in this game, and this is why I said people will want to avoid them. And I tell you what, Netherlands are there for the taking. Austria all over them at the moment. Very interesting. Daz Sweet says, why are you shouting? 'Cause I'm excited, Daz. Don't tell me what to do. You'd be shouting if you were here as well. The drama. Don't put it down. This is sport. Believe. This is what we want to see. We want to see goals. We want to see drama. We want to see action. The right kind of drama. Redwan says Ronaldo has posters of OG in his bedroom wall, on his bedroom wall. Indeed. It's a proper own goal as well, isn't it? Like some of these own goals in this tournament have been wild. Now, what is also interesting, what is also quite curious, is if you're France, I mean, it's again, we're very early stages at the moment. Very, very early stages. But if you're France, when do you start to get worried? When do you start to get worried? I mean, look, they're going to finish second at the moment. But when do they start going, well, actually, you know, if we get a win here, we can get top of the group. When do you start going, this is on. It's on for us. Austria are helping us out. That's a ball in. And that's cleared by Austria. Everyone said, didn't they, going into this tournament, this was the group to watch. This was the one to watch. This was a strong group. And it's starting to deliver. And now, you would say Austria just got to do the thing they've got to look at the game last night between Italy and Croatia and just be careful. Just because you've gone 1-0 up, don't start backing off. Don't do the Southgate special, which is we've scored early. Let's just sit back and try and just wait. Let's just wait the whole time. No, keep going, keep pressing. Speaking of which, always overhit the pass. It was an opportunity for Arnautovic. Because we saw that last night, didn't we? We saw, Italy sit back. Croatia scored, and then suddenly they became the best team in the world. Oh, they couldn't stop attacking, could they? We saw it with England against Denmark. Play okay, not great, but okay. Score, and then it was just like, we're going to camp in our own half. That's what we're going to do. Can't do that now. But a very good start, a very fast start by Ralf Rangnick. Side. Look at Ralf. So I turned down Bayern Munich. He said, I've got places to go with Austria. I've got heads to turn. I've got people to impress. I've got a reputation to salvage. And Ralf can be like, see, this is what happens when players listen, when they believe, when we get away from Carrington. And they haven't even got their, talismanic figure in Alaba. He's injured. So this isn't even the best version of Austria, by the way. Chance for France, ball across goal. Could have a shot. That's a great save by Wojciech Szczesny. It was a chance for Theo Hernandez. It's not Wojciech Szczesny. I thought it was going to be Szczesny. It's Pence. It was a chance for Theo Hernandez, actually. Ball across goal. He's right there. You're thinking he's going to score. It was a good save. Save with the feet. Not Pence. Excuse me, I look at the wrong team. I'm all over the place. Skorupski. There you go. Accuracy. But 12 minutes gone. Austria 1, Netherlands 0. Meanwhile, in Dortmund, it's France 0, Poland 0. And a reminder of all the things we've still got to come today. After this, you got the Flex and KG show. Flex and KG discussing Erik ten Hag's impending new contract. That's going to be coming at 6:45, right after this stream. You'll actually be redirected there. And after that, we've got the conclusion of Group C. That involves England versus Slovenia and Denmark versus Serbia. So you don't have to go anywhere this Tuesday afternoon into the evening, because we here at UV have got you covered. We've got a members chat here actually as well. That I'm not going to get lost in the shuffle. Ivor Clips has been a member for 9 months. Says, love the stream. Big up Ivor Clips. Ivor Clips. Excuse me. Riri says, the badge colour is teal. Yeah, new badges. Thank Just Josh Media. You asked, he delivers. Here's Cody Gakpo. Cuts it back! Oh, there's a chance. No real connection. I think it was Reinders. Tries the side foot. Best bit of play. Gakpo cuts it back. Oh, he's got to do better. He's got to do better. It's a good bit of play by Gakpo. Puts it across goal near the centre, near the penalty spot rather. And you're thinking Reinders just sort of slots it home, gets it all wrong, completely wrong, and that's a chance. Oh, a bit of a mistake playing out from the back by Austria, but they get away with it. Now Netherlands starting to get back into this one a little bit. Look at that. Well done, Arnautovic. Passes out to Prass. Good pass again. Oh, Sabitzer. He passed it one way, the player went the other. Miscommunication. He's getting a lot of joy down the left-hand side for Austria. Prass. There's a bit of an opportunity for Poland there against France. They've got a corner. Now, I'm telling you, if Poland were to score, that would really, really get people talking, wouldn't it? See what happens with this corner in Dortmund. Austria, meanwhile, they've got the ball back. It's going to be a free kick to the Netherlands. Meanwhile, this corner. Ball in. Oh, it's a chance. Oh. Held right back. I tell you what, Robert Lewandowski's gone down and he's claiming he was elbowed by Magic Mike. Take a look at this. It's not the best corner, actually. It was near post. It was headed. Comes to a Polish player on the penalty spot. And then Lewandowski and Magic Mike have a bit of a coming together here. And it looks like Mike tries to sort of just brush him off. And it's actually a bit of a nasty spill for Lewandowski. Let's have a look. Have a look. That's a bit dramatic, isn't it? What the thing that actually probably does end up hurting him, it's not the swipe, it's actually the way he goes down. He kind of lands a bit awkwardly on his leg. But that's still 0-0. It's still 1-0 to Austria. Ball out to Prass. I just couldn't get control of it. But as you can see on the screen right there, that is the current status of Group D. Austria, they're top with 6 points. Second in the group, France, currently 0-0 in their game. 5 points, they'd be going through second. The Netherlands, they are third. They would still go through as a best third place team, but it would mean potentially a difficult draw for them. And possibly it could set up a future showdown with England. I mean, I don't even... Again, I'm trying to look at these draws. It's always really difficult to figure out, really, isn't it? Let's have a look. Knockout stage. So we know that... So if England win the group, which is Group C, winner of Group C faces third from Group D, E, F. Which, of course, this is Group D. Which, again, the chance, you think maybe it could be the Netherlands. I don't know. Once it gets into the third place team stuff, it's quite confusing, to be honest with you. But as things stand, well, I say as things stand, as of last night, before these games kicked off, Austria were still the best third place team. So, I don't know. Here's a chance for the Netherlands. Cody Gakpo, who has looked actually quite dangerous in this tournament. I have been actually quite impressed by Gakpo. He looks different than when he plays for Liverpool. Looks far more a threat for his country. Stefan de Vrij, and now a bit of possession for the Netherlands. Poor pass, intercepted. I tell you what, Arnautovic. Oh, what a flick that is. Brilliant. Lovely bit of skill. Sabitzer. And now Netherlands got to do something. I mean, they've got to become a bit more urgent. I mean, again, quite hot, so you want to conserve yourself as best as you can. But eventually, got to start going for it. FK9 Game says, I can't believe it, 7 own goals in this tournament. Why do you think that is, guys? Is there anything to read into that one? Or is that just a bit of a strange... just a bit of a strange situation? Or is there something in that when it comes to football at the moment? Here come Austria once more. They have been the better team. Here they come on the attack once again. And we're getting chance of Olay. So, but look at this. They're just playing through him like they're not even there. Arnautovic wasn't the best touch. Manages to keep hold of it, though. It's not a bad pass either. Dutch can't get near him. Posh. I mean, they're fully taking the piss. I mean, proper. There's a massive amount of possession. Keep ball. Dutch having to do all the running. Well, that was a chance in the France game. Conte. Oh, it's going to go out for a goal kick. I think it was an opportunity for Ousmane Dembele. Let's see if we can get the replay here. Let's have a look. Dembele through 1-on-1. It's another good save by the Polish goalkeeper. Conte plays him through. Dembele, keeper makes himself big. Bit of a difficult angle, but still 0-0. And still, we have Austria at the top of Group D. We have France second, and we have the Netherlands third. Look at Ronald Koeman. He is not happy. He's given all the proper managerial movements. And then you just turn around and go, what? Speak. Say something. There's Ake. Van Dijk. De Vrij. But there is still more twists. There are still more turns. No doubt. In the France game. Conte. Dembele. Arnautovic is on the ball. There's a Dutch player down, but they're not going to stop. Oh, passes the ball through. And now the play might stop. It's Schouten. He's down. Get him back up. Oh, I tell you what, he did actually take a bit of a knock to the side of the head. Maybe should have stopped if it was a head injury. And really, you would just say that the Netherlands just no real threat. I mean, they had the chance earlier on when Gakpo cut it back, but they just don't look threatening. Not to the extent that Austria do. They just don't have that sort of zip about their passing. Oh, referee gives a foul there. Might be a bit of a soft one. Marlon, the goal scorer for Austria, even though it was an own goal, goes down. Already, Xavi Simon's warming up. Kind of surprised to see him not start. Maybe again, that's a case of tiredness. He really disappointed in the first game, Simons. But in the second game, he was much better. Again, he was unfortunate to have that goal ruled out. Well played by Memphis Depay. Manages to jump in the air. It was an incredible chest. But then loses the ball. And that's cleared by Austria. Headed by Ake. Good touch. Great touch by Memphis Depay. Good reverse pass. He's through a goal. Marlon! Oh, he's missed. Well, that's a massive chance. It would have been instant redemption for him. He scored the own goal. It's a great bit of play, actually. First of all, it's a great touch by Memphis Depay. And it's actually a really good touch by Reinders. Look at this. Look at this little reverse pass. Beautiful. Oh. He scuffed it. Scuffed it and it goes wide. That's a massive chance. And it's actually a really good bit of play by the Netherlands. Starts off really well with Memphis Depay. Great touch, then a great pass as well. I mean, and when it's not going your way, you scored an own goal and you miss a one-on-one. Eesh. Not your day, mate. But that is a situation now where Netherlands, they should be level. Big chance. A couple of them, really. And by the way, Poland are actually turning the screw against France. They've got a corner. 23 minutes gone in that game, and they're still asking questions. That's a corner. And now France might... Kylian Mbappe just held back. It doesn't matter, though. He shrugged him off. He's going to keep running. No. Referee says he's going to give him a booking. That's as cynical foul as you're going to get on Mbappe. But it'll be interesting to see how long that France game, if that keeps staying 0-0, let's say to half time, 60 minutes or something, then you'll start to have big questions. Even if it did, though, I could see that game going the way those other ones have, when it's like a late, really, really late winner from Mbappe or something like that. I wouldn't be stunned with it. Verbruggen on the ball for the Netherlands, the Dutch goalkeeper. Tries to find Depay. Who's, by the way, Depay's hold-up play actually through the middle has been pretty good. There's been some passes into him. His touchdowns, chests of the ball have actually been all right. And I've been critical of Memphis Depay in this tournament. Particularly that first game was, I thought it left a lot to be desired. And the second game, really. But so far, if you're actually going to look at any of these Dutch players, who's actually looking pretty sharp? It would probably be Memphis Depay. Marlon. And that's a corner to the Netherlands. Starting to grow into this one more and more. And Austria have got to fight the urge to keep dropping off. It's going to be a corner ball. First corner of the game for the Netherlands. What's the delivery going to be like? I mean, the sun is right in the eyes of the Austrian goalkeeper. Ball in. Wasn't a very good cross. And it's headed out for a throw-in. I think so. There's a set piece. Here is in the France game. Set piece. Looks like Dembele's going to stand over this one. Ball in. Good claim by the Polish keeper. I tell you what. I feel like every time I'm turning to this France-Poland game, I'm either seeing the Polish keeper make a fantastic save or a bit of an opportunity for Poland. Not bad stuff. Good games thus far. The games last night took a while to get going, didn't they? That Croatia Italy game, and to be honest, on Monday night, as much as the drama has been great, and it has been in both sets of those games on Sunday and Monday, for large chunks of it, they were pretty dull. They were quite because you get both sides getting quite nervy and just going, oh, we don't want to overcommit, we don't want to go behind. That's why you need the early goal. Give something to hold on to. It changes the flow of the game. It stretches the game a little bit more too, doesn't it? One thing you will say with Austria is they do play some really neat and tidy passing, don't they? Big up Joe Blackman in the chat. He had a busy afternoon. He had to tag in. He had to be the emergency substitute teacher. One KG the comedian. He tried his best. He passed a late fitness test. But then had a reoccurrence in half an hour in. Had a late fitness test on his hamstring. And then 30 minutes in he went for a sprint and he went, no, it can't happen again. No. He had to tag out. And actually, fair play to KG because he had just come off the back of doing like an hour-long Flex and KG show. So he pushed himself to the limit today. Bless him. There's going to be a drinks break in the France-Poland game, of course. It's above a certain temperature. Again, the temperatures across Europe today are really hot. Prass. Go to Seiwald, excuse me. Nathan Ake with a good bit of defending. Marcel Sabitzer looks a bit uncomfortable in the way he's moving. He's limping. Really important player. As Austria looking to play out from that. That's a long ball. It's a good switch. Wimmer. Many they pointed out on commentary, and it was actually pointed out, I think, quite fairly, because it was really obvious, particularly in the first game, watching Netherlands against Poland, that the Netherlands really miss Frenkie de Jong, don't they? You can tell they just have no ability to like effectively bring the ball out of defence. Sabitzer blocked. He wants a penalty. Volley. Oh, I tell you what, it was good technique. Well held in the end by Verbruggen. But they really missed Frenkie de Jong. Kloop Miners as well. Real technical players, particularly de Jong. You can tell they really do miss them. Poor passing out from the back. Austria looking to capitalise here. Big up prod by Palmerius. We have that's been rectified, fixed. And to be fair to Memphis, as much as I've criticised the headband all tournament, if there was a day to wear it, it would be today. It's bloody hot. Make sure you keep the sweat out of your eyes. I'm all for it. Works today. Referee wants to have a word. He's having a word with both captains here. He's having a word with the Netherlands and Austria. That's Van Dijk and Arnautovic. You can just see the referee saying play, play, play. And that's going to be a throw in to the Netherlands. But it's 1-0 Austria. It's still 0-0 between France and Poland. Somewhere, Josh is still believing. Still screaming, believe, believe. Africa, Poland. And making some kind of strange noises as well that he tends to do. Show says, I see Headband as anonymous again. Must be thinking about his next music video. I would disagree, Show, actually. I think if you were to say who the Netherlands' best player has been today, it would actually probably be Memphis Depay. His hold-up play has been the best thing about the Netherlands, really. Their chance when it was one-on-one starts from Memphis Depay's hold-up play. And Ryan just puts Malin through. Just Josh Media says, Africa, I'm actually eating a bowl of pesto pasta. Hey, Josh has been healthy. Look at this, early change. Xavi Simon's coming on. Ronald Koeman's seen enough. Opportunity. Here's the puck. Great feet. Loses the ball, though. Gets it back. That's another good pass by Memphis Depay. I'm telling you, he's actually all right today for him. Oh, Arnautovic drops down. And that's going to be a foul. That's a yellow card for Patrick Wimmer. He doesn't look too happy. And Wimmer misses the next match. Suspended. Oh, it is nasty, actually. That is nasty. Look at this. A little bit late, Danny Murphy. Stamped on his leg. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card as it's going to get, yeah? He stamped on his ankle. Danny Murphy. Well, I think that one's a yellow, but sometimes they're given for the reaction. Sorry. Sorry. Free kick to the Netherlands. Ball in. Good pass by Schouten. Reinders shoots from about 25 yards. Goes wide. Might have been a corner. Let's have a look. No, it just goes through like maybe 2 or 3 sets of legs. And the Netherlands are making a sub after just 34 minutes. Veerman is off. Xavi Simons is on. That's a chance! Oh, my word. Robert Lewandowski should have probably put Poland 1-0 up. I don't know if Magic Mike's made a save there. Let's have a look at this. This is a big chance. Ball whipped in. He's there. Lewandowski is the person you want to fall to. Heads it back where it comes from, and he's put it wide. Massive chance. I think it's deflected off Saliba, maybe. I think that's what Lewandowski is saying. It might actually come off Saliba's leg. Well, that is a proper chance. And I'm telling you now, Fleck, every time I keep turning to my left, I'm seeing chances for Poland. 2 or 3 proper chances. They're in that game. Absolutely. King of the Indie says, Owen and the Degender will never forgive Memphis after that year he watched him in the stands at Old Trafford. I think with Memphis Depay, again, this tournament, I've been quite critical of him. He hasn't played very well. Today, he's been the Netherlands' best player. And there was a lot of hope, really, wasn't there, for him? I remember seeing all those clips of him. Was it PSV scoring free kicks? And that year, of course, with Louis van Gaal at the World Cup, and he didn't really even play that much, did he? I remember watching that year when we were getting Louis van Gaal, and that first game when the Netherlands play Spain. And bear in mind, this is peak Spain. This is Spain like they've just won Euro 2008, World Cup, Euro 2012. That first game they played Netherlands, and Robin van Persie with the diving header, and they win that game and high fives Louis van Gaal, and I went, holy shit. Holy shit. Look at us next season. We're back. We're back. I thought Louis going to do it. He's got Robin van Persie. We are back. And then we won every game in pre-season. We went, we are really back. Lost first game against Swansea. Referee gets in the way. Referee's going to say play on. Free ball. Well, nearly got to it there, actually. Is that going to go out for a Austrian corner? I think it is. Nathan Ake had to get there. I was thinking this the other day. Referees, I swear, get in the way more often than they ever used to. The ball's always hitting them. But it's a corner to Austria. Corner to Austria. And again, the Netherlands, they've started to get back into the game a little bit more recently. Still 0-0. France versus Poland. Short corner. It's a routine. Sabitzer shoots. Oh, I tell you what, that was sneaking. Verbruggen with the save. Comes back again. Sabitzer. Memphis Depay's down. That's blocked. Oh, what a miss. Arnautovic should have scored. I don't know how. He slices it or misses it. It should be 2-0. We've seen gilt-edged chances for both teams now. And Memphis Depay was down as well. Let's have a look. It's blocked by Van Dijk. Forwards to Arnautovic. He just misses the ball. He just miskicks it. Ah, incredible. His experience, his quality. He thinks he's missed the ball. I don't know how he's done that. That's not. Memphis Depay just went down by himself, I think. Or is it the referee? I think the referee hit Memphis Depay. Oh, imagine the controversy if that one went in. There's a chance for France. Deflected. Oh, corner. But what a chance for Arnautovic. Should be 2-0. Netherlands should have had a goal as well with a one-on-one that was put wide by Marlon. This game's been full of it, hasn't it? Schmidt wins the ball back. That's going to be a free kick to the Netherlands. But I mean, it fell perfectly. It fell absolutely perfectly for Arnautovic. Inside the box, misses. You can tell there's more drama in this one, isn't there? As Netherlands play up from the back. The difference, well, Ryan is still good. Oh, yeah, he left a little bit on the Austria player there. But Austria have got it back. They're travelling with the ball. He's going to shoot. Ah, oh, Wimmer, why? Why have you done it? Should have passed to either side. Now, here come the Netherlands. This is getting end-to-end now. Cody Gakpo's got to be a foul. Cody Gakpo. That's Posh, who I think is on a yellow in the tournament. Or is he already on a yellow? Ooh, I tell you what. That could have been a second. I think you would say the referee don't ruin the game, probably. So I think that's the right call. Got to be careful, though. Maybe Ralph might have to have a think about making the sub there. Memphis Depay is going to stand over this one. Got to be a free kick. Memphis Depay. Oh, it's a really poor one. To try to, like, hit it flat. Not good at all. Five minutes left in this till half time. Plus any stoppage time, of course. Still 1-0. That Marlon own goal after just 6 minutes the difference. And once again, in terms of the group, as things stand, Austria first, France second, the Netherlands third. All three will go through, but it had been turned around quite a bit. Marlon. He's just outside of the Austrian box. Needs support, though. Oh, skips past the defender. Brilliant. Cuts it back. He's going to have the shot. Oh, good block. That's another good pass by Reinders. Cody Gakpo in behind. Cuts it back. Depay. Oh, how did that not go in? I wasn't sure what was happening there. I wasn't sure. I think it might have been going wide. Has he given offside? Yeah, he was offside. Good decision. This game is superb. I remember I said before kickoff, why is this game on BBC 2? This is the game. This is the one. This is the drama. Netherlands now really starting, because they've put that extra man on. In Xavi Simons. They've had to. A bit more attacking. Now, if you're Austria, said just get to half time. Red Baron says, like the look of Calafiori, really decent 30 million. Do we know that he's 30 million? Is that a release clause, or is that what's just been said? Because if Man United wanted him, of course, then that would maybe double. They're saying Liverpool interested, but one says 20 million, one says 40 million, which is a bit of a difference, isn't it? Or nearly for France, nearly Mbappe. That's headed over the bar from the resulting corner. But we should all be weary, you know, that as we say, be very, very... It's a great save by the goalkeeper again. Again, I feel like every time I turn, I'm seeing that goalkeeper for Poland make saves. That's a top save. Great reaction. Tips it round the post. But we should always be weary of international performances. Don't be fooled. Although he has had a good season with Bologna. They did very well in Serie A last season. Reinders. Wanted a free kick. He's not going to get it. That's a good pass. Austria. He gave up on it. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, there was Marlon. He just skipped past him. Really good feet. Cut it back. That was the block. Poland are forward here. Ball into the... Terrible ball into the box. Couple minutes left to half time. 1-0 Austria. 0-0 between France and Poland. Is Grilic. Is there going to be one last chance before half time in this one? Good touch. Prass, who has been impressive in this first half too. Been really up and down, hasn't he? He's playing fullback. Grilic switches it. Good pass. Posh. And now, Austria's a bit of possession. Play a bit of keep ball. 2 minutes of stoppage time to be played as well. Sabitzer. Yeah, Virgil van Dijk's cutting a bit of a frustrated figure, isn't he? I don't blame him. Fat Thor says, guess no one is able to shed views on Agate. No probs. Saw the report that PSG rejected our bid for him. What I will say about all of that is that's going to be discussed heavily in the Flex and KG show. As far as myself, I can't say I've seen a lot of him play. I know that we're not the only club seemingly interested. I think Bayern are interested. Italian clubs are also interested too. But Flex and KG are going to discuss that in depth in the Flex and KG show after this. Arnautovic, good hold-up play. This might be an opportunity, a final one for Austria just before half-time. That's going to go out for a corner. Corner ball. Nathan Ake deflects it out for a corner. Just seeing in the France game, another opportunity from Mbappe. Another save from that Poland goalkeeper. I swear, every time I go, what's going on in the Poland game? Boom, keeper making a save. Corner to Austria. Corner ball. Arnautovic making some signals. Ball in. Headed over. And that'll probably be all she wrote. Indeed it is. That's half time in this one. And Austria, as things stand, are top of the group. Terrific first half performance from Austria, must be said. And Austria lead against the Netherlands. Still plenty to go. I'll turn the sound on in this one so I can hear some commentary as we wait half time in the France-Poland game. Only about 20 seconds left, really. The last action will be a free kick. France free kick. But again, as things stand, Austria top of the group. Ball in. Punched away by the Polish goalkeeper. And that's going to be half time. I mean, yeah, they're saying on commentary the Polish goalkeeper making his tournament debut. And what a debut he's made. Again, every time I've looked over, he keeps making big saves. So at the moment, only one goal in Group D, but it's a very crucial one. It's a very important one as Austria are 1-0 up against the Netherlands. And as you can see right there on the right-hand side of me, Austria are top with 6 points after what would be, again, a big victory over the Netherlands. France are second with 5 points, and the Netherlands, as things stand, would be in third place with 4 points. All three would go through, but it certainly would open up some really interesting situations when it comes to draws and things of that nature. Actually, just having a look just to see who would be facing who as things stand. Let's have a look at this right here. So, this is Group D. So, the winner of Group D, let's have a look, would be facing the runner-up of Group F. Now, the Group F, that includes the likes of, at the moment, Portugal, Turkey, Czech Republic, Georgia. So likely you'd be looking at possibly Austria versus Turkey, maybe, in the round of 16, if indeed things stay as they are right now. Second in Group D, let's have a look. The runner-up of Group D would be facing the runner-up of Group E. So let's have a look at that. The runner-up of Group E could possibly, I mean, that group is unbelievably tight. By the way, every single team is on 3 points, which is kind of amazing. So I wouldn't even know who that is going to be. But it could be a situation where it might be France versus Belgium, it might be France versus Romania, Slovakia, Ukraine. Who knows, really? But that's the situation there. And then as far as the third place team, could end up being, the Netherlands will definitely go through. They could end up facing, let's have a look. So again, this is Group D. They could be facing the winner of Group C, which could be England. They could be facing the winner of Group E. Or they could be facing possibly Spain as well. So again, it depends on all of these different permutations. Again, I don't really know how all of that stuff kind of works, but I don't know if it's going to end up like this. I mean, I think given what's happened over the last couple of days, when we've seen a lot of late drama and late goals, you would probably be reluctant to say, yep, it's going to be exactly this. This is exactly what's going to happen. Yes, we're definitely this. It's going to be Austria finishing top, and Netherlands going to be facing, going to be third. That's what it's going to be, but we shall see. If you haven't already, click the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner, whilst you're at it. A reminder, right after this, you're going to be seeing the Flex and KG show, with Flex and KG discussing the latest news coming from Fabrizio Romano today about Erik ten Hag's future at Manchester United. Brand new contract incoming, could be very, very soon. Also, Ruud van Nistelrooy, how that's all tied together as part of Erik's new deal. Also, some transfer stuff about Agate. They're going to be discussing that, plus a variety of different topics. You know what it's like with those two, Flex and KG. That's going to be at 6:45. So literally, as this stream ends, you'll be going straight over to Flex and KG, and then after that I'll be live once more for the conclusion of Group C. That involves England. It is England versus Slovenia and Denmark versus Serbia. Of course, we'll be paying the most attention to England versus Slovenia, but also, like we have right now, we'll be keeping an eye on the other games because it'll be important when it comes to the group. Whilst England are through, we don't know what position they're going to be. And as more teams start to qualify for the round of 16, we'll have a better indication as to who England are going to play or who they're likely to play to. So we'll be able to hopefully figure those things out pretty quickly. You know what is going to be quite weird, actually, is that after all of these group stage games are done, there's a break. There's a break for, like, I think it's 2 days, isn't it? 2 days with no football. What are we going to do? What are we going to do with ourselves? You get lulled into a false sense of security, don't you? Because you get very used to the routine of having the games, whether it's 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, or 8 o'clock. You get very used to being in that routine, then suddenly it's ripped away from you. And you go, what am I going to do with my day now? What am I going to do with my evenings now? I've got no football. What am I going to do? I'll tell you exactly what you can do, though. You can always watch United View. There's always some content available, and you can catch up with that. We're always live, 9 a.m., and usually something in the evenings as well, 6 p.m. Just seeing that chance once again for Lewandowski in the France game for Poland. And it did come off Saliba's leg. Had it not got that deflection, would have been a little bit closer. Yeah, would have been a bit closer. It'd be interesting to see how close that one would have been. But that is quite surprising. I mean, I still expect France to win that. But maybe that's just the case with France so far, just in general, in this tournament, is have you really been, or have we just in general been really blown away by France? Or have they actually failed to, really be that impressive? I mean, they won, they beat Austria 1-0. They drew 0-0 against the Netherlands. I mean, they still technically, a French player still is yet to score in this tournament. Now, we've had already a lot of football played by this French side, who are considered to be one of, if not the favourites for the entire competition. And in the third group stage game, they've still yet to actually score a goal from a French player, because the goal that they scored against Austria was a Vauban own goal. So, that one's a little bit curious. Could we have a situation where France, get into the round of 16 without actually scoring a goal? Something like that. It'd be one of those stories, wouldn't it? Yeah, maybe. One of those kind of weird stories. As far as some statistics, let's see if we can find some statistics, some stats for this for these games. As far as the France-Poland game, and again, it's quite interesting because, as you would expect, France have had all the ball, all the possession, 62% of the possession, 38% to Poland. But it doesn't really tell the whole story, because France have had 8 shots, 4 on target, but it's not as if Poland haven't threatened. They absolutely have. 6 shots, 2 on target, and maybe that might just be something to give some other teams a bit of hope that for all of the great players that France have, it's not as if you can't get them. It's not as if you can't put pressure on them. You absolutely can. Poland have created chances here. If obviously the Netherlands, they felt that they were very unfortunate to have their goal ruled out against France. Austria did well against France, so it's hardly again that they've been completely blowing teams away by any stretch of the imagination. As far as some statistics in the game between Netherlands and Austria, well, Austria, as you would have been able to see during the first half, have had more possession, 57% of the ball. They've had 7 shots, 3 on target. Meanwhile, the Netherlands, they've had chances. You can't say they haven't had chances. They've had some big opportunities. They've had 5 shots, but goose egg, 0 on target for the Netherlands in that first half. And that probably sums them up, isn't it? Some all right build-up play, some pretty significant chances, but no goals. No goals, no shots on target. No big saves for the Austrian keeper to make, and they've got to do more. They've got to do better. We already saw Ronald Koeman make a change early in that first half, taking Veerman off and putting Xavi Simons on. As far as other options they've got that they could bring on in the second half, well, I suppose, look, if you're looking to win a game, if you're looking to score goals at the Euros or at a major international position, we know you've got to bring on. We know you got to bring on. You know who's going to get your goals. We know who's going to change the game. He's the GOAT. Manchester United icon. Wasn't there for a long time, but was there for a good time. It's Wout Weghorst. He's the one that could change the game, turn it on its head. Wout Weghorst will get on the pitch. I guarantee it in this one. Wout Weghorst will get on the pitch and make himself a nuisance, because that's what Wout Weghorst does. So you've heard it here first, okay? Feed the horse, he will score, okay? What do they say? You can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink. Maybe not, but you can lead a horse to the goal and make him score. That's what happens every single time for the Netherlands. So watch out. You got to watch out for Wout. Watch Wout, actually, not watch out. Watch Wout in the second half. Be very wary of him. So he could be coming on. Jeremy Frimpong could come on. They do have other striking options. Brian Brobby's on the bench. Joshua Zirkzee, maybe future Manchester United striker. Joshua Zirkzee could come on. It was interesting to see that Denzel Dumfries didn't start. He could come on too. So they've got options. Bergwijn on the bench. Gravenberch on the bench. So certainly quite a lot of options, and I think they might have to use them, because they just, I mean, a couple of threats maybe in that first half, but nowhere near enough. And if you had to pick a team in this game and go, who's going to score the next goal, you probably would lean towards Austria. They do just look more threatening, and they certainly take care of the ball much better than the Netherlands do. How comfortable they are on the ball and their passing on the ball, to me, is much better than the Netherlands. So they've got to figure that out, definitely. Omar with the super chat says the horse. Yeah, that's what he is. Yeah, the horse. And when he scored in that first game for the Netherlands, I went way too shameless with how the celebrations. It was way over the top, way over the top. Actually, just seeing the highlights again of this that own goal. It's not a good one, is it? It's not. Malin. But it completely changes the course of the game, doesn't it? Because now Austria has something to hang on to. I had hoped and maybe expected, though, the Netherlands just to come out a little bit more after conceding that goal, and I don't think they have. I mean, I respect Ronald Koeman making the change, bringing on Xavi Simons just to try and do something, but it wasn't enough, and I forgot that Arnautovic had that big opportunity, massive chance for him, and a big miss. Look at this. Just missed it. Just completely missed the ball. Staggering. Absolutely staggering. Miles says, don't look a gift Weghorst in the mouth. There you go. Fat Thor says, Van Basten, Bergkamp, Kluivert, Ruud to Memphis, Gakpo. This generation of ballers are really far off their predecessors. Well, I mean, not even necessarily that. I mean, you look at, this was Netherlands. I mentioned Spain earlier on, the great Spanish side of sort of 2008, 2010, and also 2012. It was a Dutch side that got to the final that year of the World Cup in South Africa. Let's actually have a look at who was playing, what players were playing. Obviously, everyone just remembers Nigel de Jong for the karate kick. 2010 World Cup final. Bert van Marwijk's Netherlands side. Let's have a look. Who's the teams playing? Drag this out a bit. So you had a team that had Stekelenburg in goal, a back four Van Bronckhorst, Matheson, Heitinga, Van der Wiel, holding midfielders of Nigel de Jong and Mark van Bommel. In front of them you had Wesley Sneijder, Arjen Robben, Dirk Kuyt and Robin van Persie. They made some substitutions in the game, brought on Raphael van der Vaart, Alaya and Brafield. Who else did they have on the bench? Is there anyone else? Does it actually say the squads that they had? No, it doesn't. But that Spanish team, that's not even like a super strong Netherlands side, really, is it? I mean, you're looking at a couple of really strong players in there, like Arjen Robben, Van Bommel was always very, very good. Wesley Sneijder, obviously. Robin van Persie, obviously. But you look at the back four, you go, I don't know about that. Van Bronckhorst, but that was right towards the end of his career. Although he scored an unbelievable goal. That World Cup, it might even be in the semi-final. He scores a rocket. It was incredible. With the Jabulani ball, which was just the equivalent of a ball you could buy for like, £1 from your local shop that just floated around. That ball was just a menace. But you look at the Spanish team. Casillas, Ramos, Piqué, Puyol, Capdevila, Busquets, Alonso, Xavi, Iniesta, Pedro, Villa. Substitutions: Jesus Navas, Cesc Fabregas, Fernando Torres. Like, what? That squad is the most OP squad. Again, from sort of 2008 to 2014, 2016. It's just a so OP squad. It is ridiculous. As players start to come back out onto the pitch, as we have to listen to Danny Murphy and Jonathan Pearce once more. Memphis Depay going to kick off the game for the Netherlands. Virgil van Dijk doesn't look happy, looks furious. Simons always looks like he's on the verge of tears, doesn't he? Like he always looks like he's going to cry. I mean, after when that goal was ruled out against France, he looked devastated. And we're underway in Berlin as Austria are, of course, still 1-0 up. Austria all in white. Netherlands in their traditional orange. For the France-Poland game, players coming back out. Of course, there will be a bit of a delay. King of the Indy says, you can tell Owen's a keeper with the way he hates the Jabulani. Awful ball, but pure vibes to shoot with. Do you know what, actually? I'm not actually against the Jabulani. Because as a goalkeeper, I think it made you better. I think it actually made you better. Because you had to be so focused. You had to have such a strong attention span with it. Like they would shoot and you had to watch it. Because it would go like this. And obviously... Well, here's an opportunity. Xavi Simons going to give it to Cody Gakpo. Cuts inside. Right third. Cody Gakpo. It's 1-1. And it's the perfect start to the second half for the Netherlands. It's a brilliant counter-attack. And just in the same way that Austria were able to score early, the Netherlands said, we can score earlier. Boom. Into the back of the net. 1-0. 1-1. Excuse me. 1-0 in the second half. 1-1. And the game to the left me hasn't even kicked off. They're waiting for the ball. Take a look at this. Simons gives the right pass. And I tell you what, Cody Gakpo does really well there. Cuts inside, right-footed, back of the net. I'm just waiting for kickoff in this France game. There you go. My goodness. Very easy though, isn't it? I mean, Austria will be really disappointed with that. Way too easy. But just like that, the group changes. Just like that, we're back to where we were before kickoff. The Netherlands go back to being top of the group. France, they're unchanged in second. But Austria, they go down to being third placed. So we're back with all things square. Again, all three teams are going to be through, so it's not a case of having to worry about not going through. They will all go through. And now listen to the noise. Listen to the noise of the Dutch fans. Ball in. Ooh, nearly went all the way to Austrian player at the back post. What was that? Look at Ralph Rangnick, looks very frustrated. I mean, it's the perfect start for the Netherlands. It's the worst possible one, isn't it? Worst possible one for Austria. And that's why it's an opportunity again. This is why it was a good change to bring Simons on for in the first half by Ronald Koeman. Marlon. Oh, Depay. Wasn't the best touch. First half he had a good touch. That was a poor one. Now what would be really interesting, wouldn't it? What would be really interesting is if Poland got a goal and went 1-0 up. That would be really interesting. Wouldn't be enough, obviously, for them, but it would make, if that filtered through to Berlin and they start going to tell you what, oof. Speaking of which, here come Poland on the counter-attack. Oh, it's poor. Give it away. But just like that, everything is level. And I mentioned previously that we have seen that the last couple of nights, haven't we? Where for the bulk of the game, the table looks different. And then because of a late goal, everything ends up how it started. Will there be more late drama this evening? That's a chance for France. Blocked. That's a corner. And to be fair, it looks like the Netherlands, they've started really fast in the second half. Malen. Oof. That's going to be a corner. Oh, goal kick. Surprising. And to be honest, Austria suddenly just look a little bit leggy. Oh. France nearly get... As Mbappe shoots. Good save again. Oh. This Polish goalkeeper can't stop saving the ball. Terrific. Netherlands with the ball here. Marlon, good turn. Wasn't a good pass towards Depay though. And that's a free kick to Austria. Virgil van Dijk with the foul. Another opportunity for Mbappe. Oh, just wide. Just wide of the post. Oof. This has the angle. Just bouncing. It's just wide. Riri says, nah, it was wider and not a save. That one was wide. The one I was talking about previously was a save. Van Dijk. Ake, good turn. And that's going to go out for a throw-in. Oh, it's good feet by Mbappe once again. Good tackle there by the Polish player. Headband still going strong for Memphis. Ake. All the way back to Verbruggen. Theo Hernandez for France gives it back to Mbappe. Goes for a shot. Oh, he's so dangerous, isn't he? Marlon. He's got to go past the fullback. He's had a lot of the ball. Ball into the box. Oof. Just nicked away from Memphis. It's going to be a goal kick. Oh, it's going to be a corner. Corner ball. Corner ball to the Netherlands. And Austria really haven't started at all, have they? Whatever Ronald Koeman said at half-time, it's working. Memphis Depay is going to take. Ball in. Header! Oh! Virgil van Dijk. Well, they've given another corner. Actually, yeah, he heads it onto to Verber. Another ball in. Goalkeeper stretched. Says he was fouled, and he was. He's writhing around in pain. Van Dijk doesn't look very happy. Well, if he was fouled by anyone, it looked like it might have been his own player. Mbappe tried to play a 1-2. Cut out. And we're just seeing this goal from Gakpo once again. Just cuts inside, puts it onto his right foot, and then very calm and composed. I mean, it's easy. It's easy for the Netherlands. And that'll be the disappointment for Austria is you know exactly what he's going to do. You've allowed him to cut inside. You've allowed him to put him onto the right foot, and he's just swept it past the goalkeeper. And that's what happens when you aren't switched on from the start. They were saying on commentary that Arnautovic has been talking to Ralf Rangnick. Maybe about some tactical tweaks maybe that need to be made. What is Jonathan Pierce talking about? He's talking about a ragdoll, a dog, policing. he doesn't have to talk some shit, does he, Jonathan Pierce? A proper Alan Partridge style commentary from him. What a great summer it was for the Netherlands. What a great tournament. Yes. Austria keeper kicks from deep. That's going to go out for a Netherlands throw. So as things stand, once more, Netherlands are in pole position in the group, but they'll be, of course, waiting, I suppose, to see if France France get a goal. Because, of course, if France get a goal, they'd go top. So it still certainly is all to play for. Sean says, I keep expecting to say, here come the house robots. Well, yeah, exactly. Classic. Daz V said, would someone explain the rules for the third spot? How on earth can England already be qualified and even get smashed 6-0? Riddle me that. Well, it's because they've already got 4 points. It's, as one would expect, it's the best third place teams. So I think there's 4 of them that go through. I think it's 4 third place teams end up going through. And as it would suggest, it's the teams with either the most points, then I think it goes into goal difference, etc, etc, etc. So England have already got 4 points, so even if they finish third, what they could still do, that would make them, by proxy, one of the best third place teams, mathematically. Oh, it's a penalty for France. I didn't even see that. Penalty for France. Mbappe's going to take. I didn't even see it. I was looking at the third place rules. Mbappe's going to step up. Of course, the Polish keeper has been fantastic all game. There's no way he's going to miss. Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe steps up. Of course he scores. Of course. And he takes off his mask. Shows his face. Reveals his true identity. Kylian Mbappe putting France, Les Bleus, in top spot. Never going to miss. And now, of course, that puts France top of the group. France top of the group currently with 7 points. Netherlands would be in second. Austria would be in third. So yes, just to confirm those rules, it's 4 best placed third teams. Of course, with England already being on 4 points, that will make them one of the best, one of the top 4 third place teams. Ball in, header, it's in! Austria have scored! And I tell you what, just when you thought the Netherlands are back in it, Austria have done it again. And now once again, things have turned. This is the drama, folks. This is the drama of these final group stage games. The Netherlands were only level for 12 minutes. They started well, they got their goal. But Austria, now they've bounced back. It was a great header. Let's have another look at this. He's congratulated by his Austrian teammates. And actually, I do think that chat with Arnautovic and Ranić works. I think they've tweaked something a little bit because Netherlands were all over them. Have a look at this. It's a great pass in behind. Cuts it back. It's a great cross. And I mean, it's actually come off a Dutch player. It comes off De Vrij. De Vrij actually taps it into the net. I hope, for the love of God, they don't do another own goal. Because it's not an own goal. It's going in. Yes, De Vrij has the final touch, but it's going in. Don't you dare. Yeah, it's got to be Schmidt with the goal. But that makes Austria. And once again, the group has changed. So in the space, those 3 teams have been all over the place. We've had Austria top. We've had the Netherlands be top. We've had France be top. We've had France be second. We've now got Austria second. We've had Austria third. We've had Netherlands second. Now Netherlands are third. Look how much. Look how much has changed when it comes to this group. Incredible. That's what I'm telling you. These final group stage games are just nuts. Austria have literally been in every possible position, apart from 4th, today. They've been top, they've been third, they've been second. France, they've been second, they've been top. Netherlands, they've been top, they've been second, they've been third. Madness. Here come the Netherlands on the attack once more. Marlon, excuse me, he has looked dangerous. I mean, obviously he scored the own goal and missed a big chance, but he has looked dangerous. He's got good feet. It's a 7 product I'm just not sure about. Cuts back and then just pulls the Austrian defender. Now we're looking at possibly, a trio of substitutions by Ralf Rangnick? So Linehart's going to come off, perhaps. Konrad Limer's coming on. So Wimmer and Linehart's coming off. Baumgartner and Kerfeld are coming on. I think Wimmer's coming off. He's on a yellow. Again, Conrad Limer's coming on. But yes, Ralph is making a series of subs here. Now, speaking of subs, France are making a trio. Rabiot, Barcola and Conte are coming off. You've got Giroud, Camavinga and Antoine Griezmann all coming on. So a lot of changes in both games. France, I mean, it is shifting the goalposts. What's going on, by the way? They're not letting the Austrian player on. What's going on? What are they doing? He's sharing the paperwork. He's like, I told you he was coming off. What's happening? Bureaucracy. What's going on here? They can't even put the number up. There you go. For Grilic. The referee's saying to him, get off quickly. He's like, it's not my fault. They're the ones screwing up on the touchline. Don't shout at me. And now they're getting a bit sort of touchy on the touchline, being like shouting at each other. Oh. Well, they're on the pitch. That goes all the way back to Verbruggen in goal. And as you can see to the right of the screen, that is the table. France, Austria, Netherlands, Poland as things stand. Whether it ends up like that, there's still plenty of time for plenty of things to change. That's going to be offside. And now substitutions for the Netherlands. Gigi Wijnaldum's coming on for, I think that's Reinders. And who's the other player coming on? Ake is off for Mickey van der Ven. Of course, a lot of pace. Still no sign of the horse. Wout. So to me, that says Ronald Koeman's true intentions. If you really wanted to win, you'd bring on Wout Weghorst. You know what really you have to do. Here is Mickey van der Ven. What actually looks like maybe... Have they switched to a back three? I think they might have switched to a back three here. The Netherlands. So they might have actually switched out of this back four into a back three. Maybe looking to put more people forward. Here come Poland. That's poor. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe too. Bottom right hand corner. Here's Mickey van der Ven once more. It does look to be a back three. What is this? This is sort of a 3-4-3. Kind of looks like. But it's quite a narrow 3-4-3. But it doesn't really look like they've got like wing backs. It's almost like they got a 3-4-3, but the 4 is actually like a diamond. I'm not sure where your width is coming from. Maybe your wingers up front. Marlon. Lucas says, has Josh stopped believing? I never think he started. I think it's just something he says. Ball in! Oh, cleared. Ivor Clip says, United win the FA Cup and finish 4 or England win the Euros. Oh, I mean, in that case, you'd probably go to England winning the Euros, wouldn't you? Well, we won the FA Cup this season, and we should be finishing 4th anyway. That should be baseline for Manchester United. You've got something which is like baseline for United, or England doing something that they've never done, which is win the European Championships. And make no mistake, if United don't get top 4 next season, there is going to be fury, isn't there? Passing out from the back. That's a throw into Austria. .68 minutes gone. 2-1 to Austria. Netherlands need to find something to get back into the second spot. Again, everyone's going to go through, apart from Poland. But it's a case of who's going to face who. I mean, and also with Ralph, the fact that Ralph Rangnick could guide Austria to second place in a group that included France and Netherlands, he's got that job for a while locked in. Which is why I said it was the right move for him to turn down the Bayern Munich job. A lot of people are, why would Ralph do that? Why would he turn down the Bayern job? You have to look at it and be like, look, the moment that a more in vogue manager becomes available, i.e. Xabi Alonso, Ralph Rangnick would be gone. It's going to be the same with company unless he hits the ground running so fast. The moment Xabi Alonso becomes available, even though I think he ends up at Real Madrid, but someone that they like, or even Nagelsmann again. Here he comes! Here he comes! It's Wout! Time for magic! Time for drama! Get ready. The game's about to be turned on its head. The horse is galloping. And he's trotting towards the pitch. Marlon looks to be not very comfortable, does he? Doesn't look happy at all. "20 minutes remain." Just looked here, and Robert Lewandowski's not happy. Bit of a collision with Tchouaméni. Now they made Wout sit down. Stand up! This is your moment. Wijnaldum. Memphis Depay puts it out for a throw-in. Wout would never. Oh, they give a free kick. Now, get Wout on. Set piece. You need height in the box is what you need. I think this is going to happen. He lives for it. He lives for late drama. Scored late in Qatar. Scored late in this competition. And the Manchester United influence, former Manchester United influence, continues to grow on this game. Sabitzer, Rangnick, Weghorst, Memphis. Never ending. Speaking of which, Memphis Depay, free kick, ball in. Terrible. And gas cleared. But Weghorst is on the pitch. Memphis Depay. Looks like he's now off the left-hand side. I don't know if they're playing with two up front or if he's just shifted over to the left. We'll see. I mean, sometimes in tournament football, you start just to kind of throw players on and sort of tactics kind of go out the window a bit. Actually looks like Memphis is dropping into sort of the 10 position. Weghorst is playing the number 9. Box-to-box defensive number 9. Wout Weghorst. Arnautovic. Oh, nice little nutmeg. Terrific. Who's that? It's by Posh. And the Austrian keeper. Wasn't a very good kick, was it? He would never. He's having the shot. Oh. Simons wasn't there. It'd have been miraculous. But it was terrible. Yeah. Not great. And again, has the look on his face like he's about to literally burst into tears at any moment. He's another one to look out for, though, this summer. Of course, still contracted to PSG, but looks like he's going to go back out on loan. So I'm really with that Bayern Munich are interested. Of course, he was at Leipzig last season. Might go back there once more. Been linked to Manchester United. Good pressing by Austria. Gegenpress. Ranić ball. Lewandowski takes a shot. Oh, just past the post. You thought for half a second, maybe. Could he throw even more drama into this group stage? Van der Ven. Cody Gakpo. Excuse me, Cody Gakpo. Memphis Depay in that 10 position. Ah, he got greedy. It was a good first touch, and then he just went too far. I tell you what, he's on the run here. He's on the run here. Oh. Virgil van Dijk just intercepts. Mickey van der Ven. That'll be a foul. Just over 15 minutes remains plus stoppage time. Once again, as things stand right now, France top of the group. Austria second, Netherlands third place. They're all going through, but they'd all face different level of difficulty in the round of 16. Flick on by Memphis Depay. Here's Wout Weghorst, holds up the ball. Well, switched out to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo, ball in. Good knockdown by Wout Weghorst. I told you he would. It's 2-2. And I tell you what, who gets the assist? Oh, it might be offside. The drama. VAR. It's in the game. What's going on here? Are they saying handball? I thought he was saying offside. Well, let's have a look. Who gets the knockdown? Wout bloody Weghorst. That's not handball. It hits him on the hip. That's not handball. Look at this. Headed by Weghorst. It's not handball. Comes off his thigh. Comes off his hip. I don't see a handball. That's not handball. That's a goal. That's going to be 2-2. Never in a million years should that be ruled off. If that gets ruled off, then the Netherlands should be furious. They've already had one. They've already had one against France ruled off unfairly, in my opinion. Yeah, Memphis knows. He's saying I didn't hit my hand. Never. That's a big miss by Mbappe. He should score to make it 2-0. If they rule this off, then you've just got to scream corruption. Because that would be twice in 2 games. This one's worse than the first one. I mean, what's even taking so long? It didn't even hit his hand. It didn't hit his arm. What are we looking at? What are you looking at? What's taking so long? It just nothing. It definitely never handball. If they take this off, I don't. Why are they taking so long? This is worrying me. The fact that they're taking this long. Surely. God, it's a goal. It's a goal. Yeah, 2-2. I was going to say, I mean, I think that the only thing I would say about that, what is ridiculous, is the fact that it took that long. What are you looking at? It's very clearly a goal. It's 2-2. They're looking for a penalty, by the way. Is there going to be a penalty for Poland? I think there might be a penalty for Poland. There's going to be a penalty. Penalty for Poland as well. Not only have we had a goal, it's 2-2 in Berlin. Let's go over to Dortmund right now because Poland have got a penalty. And I tell you what, it is a pen. It's a correct decision. 2 uses of VAR. And I said, bring Wout Weghorst on. Bring him on. He might not get the goal, but he'll get an assist immediately. Ball into the box. Knocked down. Bang. Back of the net, Memphis Depay, who has played well today as well. Deserved. Wout, he's a danger. He's a threat. You laugh when you say, what were you saying about bringing Wout on? Of course. Now, penalty for Poland. Robert Lewandowski to add yet more drama. to add yet more drama in this group. This would just be madness. Robert Lewandowski, for what could be maybe the final time he plays for Poland. He scored his last 3. Robert Lewandowski. Let's have a look. Lewandowski steps up. Little hesitation. I hate it. A little more stutter. Ah, he saved it. He saved it. I bloody hate the stutter. The stutter's bullshit. Get rid of the stutter. Hashtag get rid of the stutter. The stutter's bullshit. Sick of it. He's miles off his line. That's got to be retaken. He's miles off his line. Here we go. It's going to be retaken. I saw that immediately when he's off his line. And this is why they do the bloody stutter. To make sure the goalkeepers come off their line. To try and fool them. Bullshit. Look, he's miles off. He is miles off the line. Look at this. Spirit of Jersey Dudek. He's miles off his line. Like, Dudek in Istanbul is running forward like that. go forwards. Is this one going to be any better? Here's a chance. Oh, Austria scored. No, Austria have scored. Unbelievable. This game is madness. He's done the Cole Palmer. I can't believe what's happening here. Oh, retaken. Another goal. It's all going off. Robert Lewandowski to step up. 12 yards. Lewandowski. He scores this time. It's 1-1 in Dortmund. It's 3-2 in Berlin. It's all going off. Oh, my goodness me. I can't breathe. This is madness. While I'm waiting for that one to be retaken, they score. Oh, what a goal. Marcel Sabitzer puts it in the top corner. Roof of the net. Verbruggen smashes it past him. The drama, folks. I told you. Group D. D stands for drama. Oh. You just can't. You just can't. Look at Ralph. Fist bump. Ah. Come on. Come on. Magic Mike's furious. Because his penalty saving technique was just run at Lewandowski. One penalty wrong. The other penalty right. And now what we're talking about when it comes to the group. Once again now. Austria, they're top, 6 points. France second, 5 points. Netherlands in third with 4 points. This is drama. This is sporting drama at its highest level. Sensational. Do you believe now? Where are you, Josh, with his pesto pasta? Do you believe now? He never stopped believing. Once again, it's not a case of any danger of these 3 top teams going out. They're all going to be going through, but it's a case of where do they stand? What draw are they going to get? Here's Austria again. They're into the box. Oh my goodness me! That's outrageous. Offside. Oh my goodness. He's offside, but it's an unbelievable finish. Oh. Take a look at this. It is offside. It's a correct decision. But a little back heel. And you're thinking to yourself, hey, he's got to put it across goal. But it's a terrific, absolutely terrific finish. They're checking the goal. It'll be offside. Sensational. Absolutely sensational. I mean, you get a penalty, which was a VAR decision. They take it. It's then had to be retaken because the goalkeeper comes off his line. Whilst they're resetting, you get a goal in the other game. They go back in front. Cody Gakpo. Oh, did he go for goal? Outside of the boot. I'm not sure about that. By Cody Gakpo, it was a strange one. Outside of the boot, went over the top. And I tell you what, credit to Poland, by the way, because I mentioned a few times watching these games, every time I looked over, I either saw a Polish goalkeeper making a terrific save or actually chances. And I feel like it's what Poland deserve. Here come Austria again. Oh, Van Dijk. Swing and a miss. And it just... Oh, Xavi Simon's great feet. And here come the Netherlands on the counter-attack. Game's getting really stretched now. And that's going to go for a Dutch throw-in. Terrific. Absolutely terrific. There's nothing better than when football delivers. There's nothing better than when you've got expectations of big teams playing big matches, high stakes moments, and they all deliver. Sporting drama, sporting excellence. How can you not love football? You see the replay here, the semi-automated offside, clearly offside. Good decision. And I'll tell you what, imagine if Poland now get another goal because they're threatening. Big kick, good touch by Gregoric. And I mentioned the Manchester United influence on the Netherlands-Austria game. Look at the last 2 goal scorers. Memphis Depay assisted by Wout Weghorst. Marcel Sabitzer. It's a smorgasbord of people that didn't work out at Manchester United. Ball into the box. Weghorst! Oh! Just headed over the bar. It's a terrific cross. He's diving towards it. Oh, he's unlucky. He's being pulled as well. He does really well to get anything on it. But that's what Wout's all about. He knows the spirit of Robin van Persie at the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. That's what it was all about there. Swap out Van Persie and Van Gaal. Put in Weghorst and Ronald Koeman. Would have been high fives all around. And here come Austria once more. Posh. Blocked. Game of the tournament, isn't it, this one? Game of the bloody tournament. Baumgartner. Ball up the pitch. That'll be offside. So it goes all the way back to Verbruggen in goal. I've got to conserve my voice. I've got to do England later on. Although, we ain't going to have this kind of drama in the England game. We ain't going to have this kind of excitement. Luminous Wind says, can France, Austria and Netherlands qualify to the round of 16? They're all going to. They're all going to go through. Oh, what a flick. Koundé, back. Oh, was a chance for Olivier Giroud. Memphis Depay. Wijnaldum. Van der Ven. And that's going to be a throw into the Netherlands, I think. Indeed it is. 3 minutes plus stoppage time in this one. Kolo Muani is coming on for France. Off comes Ousmane Dembele. Once again, as you can see to the right-hand side of me, as things stand, Austria, to top this group, are going to go through group winners. France are going to go through as the second place team. Netherlands will be third place. That will be enough for them to go through. They don't have to worry about going through or being eliminated. But what they do have to worry about is maybe a more difficult tie. What a success story it would be for Ralf Rangnick. What had been described as maybe a bit of a group of death scenario. They could top the group. Against former world champions, against former European champions and World Cup finalists, would be an absolutely terrific achievement by the former Manchester United interim manager. But, as we have seen the last 2 nights here at the Euros, there is still time, which means plenty of late drama. We've seen late goals. We've seen today goals in very short amount of time of each other. So let's not rule anything out. Ever. Memphis, space to turn. Left-footed cross into the box. Headed back to the goalkeeper. Composure. Terrific. By Prass. I mean, there's no pressure on him. But you've still got to be composed under that kind of pressure in this kind of atmosphere. On this kind of stage. Terrific. Van Dijk with the header. France are still pressing in their game. Shot blocked. Xavi Simons got the ball into the box. Memphis heads it. Look at the Austrian defender. Just gets there first. Just nicks it away from Cody Gakpo. Schmidt. I'll tell you what, he's done really well against Mickey van der Ven there. Ooh, I'll tell you what. Mbappe's not happy because he got a bit of a knock on his nose. Gonna be a sore one. Throw into the Netherlands. Look at Memphis. Throws the ball down out of frustration. He thought his equalizer was going to be enough to get them either first or second. Not the case. Again, it won't be the last time we've seen these two teams in this competition. That's a ball in. It's not a bad ball, but keeper comes out and claims it. 6 minutes. 6 minutes of stoppage time announced in Berlin. Surely there couldn't be any more late drama. Surely not, perhaps. And to be honest with France, I still think France are going to get a late goal because that's just how this tournament's going. But I think if you're going to pick a team out of Group D, you'd say who's been the most impressive team out of Group D. I think universally people would go Austria. France, I don't think have lived up to their expectations. Netherlands have looked very sloppy at times. And Poland, I think probably most people expect them to come forth, to be honest with you. Van der Ven with the throw-in. How much time is going to be added on in Dortmund? Peter says, where do the 6 minutes comes from? Most likely, to be honest, the VAR check. The VAR check for Memphis's goal was quite long. I don't know why it was that long. They didn't need to be that long. It was very clearly never, ever, ever a handball. But that's probably why. France still turning the screw, but Poland standing firm. Tell you what, this is when it gets into the real nail biting stuff. Virgil van Dijk. All of the Austrian players camped inside their own half. Opportunity. Out to Simons. Blocked. 5 minutes of stoppage time in Dortmund. France 1, Poland 1. Oh, goalkeeper. He got under it and he had to sort of pour at it. Cody Gakpo, good pass. Ball across. Oh. It was dangerous. I think it was Mickey van der Ven. And the keeper just sort of chests it. And that'll be a corner. And the Austria player is down. It's a corner in the France game. Cleared. Cleared by Poland. Now, an Austrian player is down. It's number 14, which is actually a substitute. Kerfeld. It's not as if, again, he's been on the pitch that long. And he actually tries to get back up and he just collapses with the pressure under his knee. So it's, again, nothing I think to do with tiredness or gamesmanship. He looks to be in a bit of bother, which is going to be more time added on. Mbappe blocked. Keeper's going to hold it. Or maybe it might actually be a cut. Daniel Luciano with a super chat says, Arnautovic 35, Sabi 30. Austria need to make this count. Well, they're certainly doing everything they can, aren't they? And he's booked him. He's booked Kerfeld. What's he booked him for? For being injured. How dare you get injured? Or time wasting? I don't know. Depay, corner, back post. Oh, keeper thought about it. Gakpo. Got to get back out to it. Memphis Depay, blocked. He's asking if he can come on. Kerfeld. Kerfeld is back on, so now it's 11 apiece. There's a free kick for France. Antoine Griezmann stands over it. Ball whipped in by Griezmann. Goes all the way. I think that's going to be a goal kick. It is. Schouten. Netherlands really trying to force the question. Can't get it into the box. Goes down. Free kick to Austria. They'll try and waste more time. 60 seconds left. Maybe a little bit more for the stoppage in stoppage time. Ralph once again does his best Christian Cage impression. Checking out his peeps. Just seconds remaining. That free kick goes all the way back to Verbruggen. Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk, long ball over top. It's a great ball by Van Dijk. They couldn't keep it in. You're asking too much of Wout. He should do better. Too long, too much pace on it. The long legs couldn't reach. They started this match Netherlands top, and it looks like they could end it in third place. Incroyable. As you can see on the screen right there, the two blue lines next to France and the Netherlands, that reflects that going into this match, they were the two teams that had officially qualified. And whilst they've still officially qualified, Austria are going to end up top. One last hit, perhaps, by the Netherlands. Van Dijk flicks it on. He doesn't even know he's there. Gakpo couldn't get it under control. The defender had no idea Gakpo was even there. Cleared. Sabitzer. Is he going to hold the ball up? When that Ralph Rangnick screaming at the referee saying, how long are you going to take? How long are you going to take? We're 40 seconds over the allotted time. Flick on. Hooked away once again. Ref still not blowing his whistle. Cleared. Sabitzer. You're just saying, hold the ball, hold the ball. Surely, referee, how long? And there you go. Austria have defeated the Netherlands. They've defeated the Netherlands. Absolutely spectacular. Who saw that one coming? It's the Netherlands 2. It's Austria 3. And as things stand right now, they are set to win this group. Unless France can get a last gasp winner, rather. Unless they can get a last gasp winner, Austria are going to top this group. And to be honest, we're already over the allotted time here. I had to turn on the commentary here. Bloody Martin Keown as well, didn't I? Disgrace. And that is it. No victory for France. Poland have proved to be pivotal in deciding this group. Absolutely incredible scenes there. So, we can confirm that when it comes to Group D, what some people had described as the group of death, two strong teams, two former European champions in France and the Netherlands, a former World Cup winner in France, four World Cup finalists in the Netherlands. They have finished second and third respectively because Ralf Rangnick, yes, former Manchester United interim manager Ralf Rangnick's Austria have topped the group of death here with a absolutely brilliant victory over the Netherlands in the final game. They were, to be fair, they were very unfortunate when they faced France in their first game. They only lost because of an own goal. They did very well in that one. They've then subsequently got a victory over Poland and then got another victory over the Netherlands. And now, despite the Netherlands starting off today as the top of Group D, they've ended up third. France are in second with 5 points. Austria finished top with 6 points. Now, they don't have to worry, all three of these teams, about possibly going through or not going through anything like that. They're all through. They're all through to the last 16. But who they face now is going to be very, very interesting. Let's have a little look, actually. See if we can see who's going to be facing who, who's likely to be facing who, and things like that. Let's have a look. Right. So, Austria, they will be facing the runner-up of Group F. That's going to be on the 2nd of July in Leipzig, of course, a stadium, a city that Ralf Rangnick has got so much history with. Let's go to Group F and see who they're likely to face. The chances are, most likely, they're going to be facing off against Turkey in Leipzig. It's probably going to be Austria versus Turkey. Now, France, they're the runners-up of Group D. So let's have a look as to where they're going to be. So they're going to be facing July 1st in Dusseldorf, the runner-up of Group E. If we check out Group E right now, let's have a look of who this could be. Well, this one gets really difficult because as things stand at the moment, every single team in Group E is on 3 points. I mean, that one is finely balanced as it can possibly get. So who France is going to be facing off against is anybody's guess who that could be. Maybe Romania, maybe Belgium, maybe Slovakia, maybe Ukraine. As far as the Netherlands finishing third, again, they're definitely going to be going through. So again, it's not the case of the concern of, are they going to go out? As things stand at the moment, they're top of the best place, third place teams. So they're going to be going through. Who they're going to be facing, though, that very much is up for debate at the moment. Again, they think they could be facing either possibly maybe Spain. They could be facing the winner of Group E. They could be facing the winner of Group C, which hopefully will be England. So, again, it could be anyone. It could be anyone in that regard. But an absolutely incredible evening already of football. Absolutely fantastic game. Be sure to click the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Ralf Rangnick has shut a lot of people up thus far and also proved to a lot of people why he was right to turn down that Bayern Munich job. He said, I'm building something here with Austria. I'm happy doing this job. I think we can achieve things. And my goodness me, have they already done just that. Incredible. Now, I'm going to be back live in about 45 minutes time, maybe even less than that, for the conclusion of Group C. That's the group that's got England involved in it. In the meantime, you can watch the Flex and KG show, which is on right now. You don't even have to go anywhere because once this stream ends, you'll be sent over to Flex and KG. They're chatting about all things Manchester United. Absolutely incredible stuff. And I'll be back in just about 45 minutes time. I'm out of here. Peace.